Hey guys, the Aryan Devil here. This is my first debut to YouTube, and I have a knife-only gameplay for you here. Some of the things you want to do when you're doing a knife-only kind of game is, if you ever encounter anybody, you don't want to run straight at them. That is the number one mistake a lot of people do, because they think Commando Pro is still in Call of Duty. Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but they took that out in Black Ops 1. So, if you're trying to get the gold knife, you always want to go on the side lanes and always take it slowly, because whenever you take it slowly, that is probably the best, and you have the highest chance of killing someone. Right here you see me fail a knife, even though when I was playing he was right in front of me. Well, I know it's laggy. I still think that it's been plenty of Call of Duties to make some aspect different in order for them to fix the game. I recorded this game pretty early on. I've had it in my file share ever since the third day Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out. I just never got around to recording it. But Dead Space 3 came out today, and I have been playing that a lot more than Black Ops 2. Because normally I finish my school stuff and then come home and I play video games or go to work. So, Dead Space 3, I will have a couple of videos. I'm probably going to play through the entire campaign, and if I get good feedback for it, I will end up posting an entire playthrough on YouTube. So far what my plan is I will be getting almost every single new game that has been coming out, and I'll have a video within 2 to 3 days. Sometimes even a day, the same day. So, the class setup that would be good for knife only is, well, one, your knife, and then all 3 perk greets. The first perk you want lightweight, and I would recommend Ghost, because when you have Ghost, it's just so much easier, because you can keep moving around and no one will know where you are due to a UAV, which is a relatively low score streak. It is the lowest score streak, so it's not hard to come by. And then for second one, if you are using a Tomahawk, fast hands. If not, cold-blooded is a definite, because cold-blooded, it is one of the most helpful, because say someone sees you and they're chilling in the corner with the target finder. If you got cold-blooded on and you run by them in a blink of an eye, they probably aren't going to notice you, because once again they're in a corner with the target finder, which means they aren't very bright to begin with. And then for the third perks, you want Dead Silence, which is Dead Silence has to be my favorite perk of this game, just because I use a headset and it is one of the most annoying things to hear my own footsteps. It is just the thunk 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 thunk. It gets old pretty fast, especially when you're playing Search and Destroy. Then the second tier 3 perk you want is Extreme Conditioning. Earlier you saw me chasing after a guy, and I saw him and I was not going to let him go. It increases your sprint dramatically. Not your speed, but just the time. And it is one of the key things for chasing people down, and that works hand in hand with Dead Silence, because if you're sprinting after a guy and he's using a headset like I do, I'm going to turn around and realize a guy's chasing me. But if you have Dead Silence on, it doesn't make your footsteps completely silent, because if, once again, you are using a headset, you hear a very, very, very muffled sound whenever you're running around. But, like right there, yeah, the fail knife again, but, with Dead Silence and Extreme Conditioning, they work hand in hand, and especially with lightweight, you got faster run speed, and you got the longer run time, and then the silenced footsteps, well, dampened footsteps. Then if you ever don't feel like having a second perk, 2-second perks, I recommend Shock Charges. Shock Charges played a key role in me getting the gold knife, because one of the challenges is to get 5 bloodthirsties, and if anyone has tried to go for the gold knife, you all realize how hard it is to get 5 kills in a row, especially now that the game has come so far into its release time. People have realized all the little tips and tricks and all the different little guns that have more damage or a better rate of fire, and they will gun you down. I can't tell you how many times I was 1 or 2 kills off of getting the last bloodthirsty for the gold knife. But shock charges, and the map I did most of these on is, whenever I do knife only, I normally play free-for-all just because I have a larger amount of people I can attack and kill. But shock charges and scavenger is the way I got the bloodthirsties. You always, like in cargo, there is the big building that has the one hallway and the way you can climb in through the window. The way I did it is I just chilled at the window, waiting for people to come in, and then a shock charge in the hallway. If they're using tactical mask, they're going to run over and get stunned by that shock charge, and you know they're there, and so you can run around the corner and slice them. But one of the things is, if they do have tactical mask, you want to play it slow, and when you play it slow, they will most likely run in and attack you, like the first part of the game.
Friendly care
and then,
inbound.
So we got the perks, got the equipment, but the bloodthirsties is by far the most challenging part of this, because you can just run around and get a couple kills here, a couple kills there, and the 150 kills to 200 kills, not too hard. But the camos were totally worth it, and I enjoy it greatly. Whenever you go into search and destroy and get a final kill cam with your knife, you always have that one little kid going, "Oh my gosh, he has a diamond knife. That is so cool." And then you realize all the hard work that you went through just to get the reaction. But to be honest, I prefer the gold knife because it looks like a preteen took your knife and bedazzled it, kind of like most of the diamond camos. But so far, I have the diamond launchers and diamond specials, and I am currently working on the diamond pistols. I have the gold B23R and the gold TAC 45, and oh man, headshots with pistols are not easy, because you're running around, and normally when you run into someone when you're using a pistol, they're facing you, have an SMG, and trying to aim for their head and shoot fast in order to kill them is not easy whatsoever. But a tip for the pistols is free-for-all, and if you get a suppressor for it, you definitely want to use that, because if you're running around and you're firing a loud pistol, everyone realizes, oh hey, this guy's using a pistol, and they're gonna chase after you. Whenever I'm in a free-for-all and I'm using an unsilenced pistol, almost every other game, someone tells me they came after me because I was an easy target because I was only using a pistol. But so silenced pistol, ghost, dead silence, basically almost the same class for the knife only, except you want scavenger. Scavenger is a necessity, because with scavenger it constantly keeps your ammo up, because you're only getting kills with a bullet weapon. You will probably never run out of ammo if you stay alive for that long. But never shoot at someone if they're like an obscene distance away. You always want to get in close and go for the kill, as opposed to click, click, click from 50 meters away. Some of the kill streaks in this game, or score streaks that they're now called, that I find irritating, but I was using in this game because, hey, low score streaks, knife only, is the hunter killers, because I very rarely run with blind eye on, and if I'm ever going on a good streak, I get tagged by a hunter killer. It's upsetting, and it does not make it fun. But another challenge for the knife, to get the knife gold, is to get the backstabbers. Backstabbers, I hate to be that guy, but if you're going for a gold knife, corners are your friend, especially in high frequented areas. But so corners or doorways, because when they run past you, they normally don't realize you're there unless if they have a UAV out. And if they run past you, it's a lot easier to chase them down and stab them in the back, as opposed to running head on and then somehow getting behind them and stabbing them in the back.
Keep pressing the fight.
But
taking it to them.
On the flip side of the backstabbers is the survivors. The survivors wasn't too difficult, because if you are used to knifing like me, you sometimes are like, you know what, screw it, I'm going to run straight at this guy and stab him in his face, and that is the way to get the survivors, because if they don't put any damage on you, you don't get a survivor, plain and simple. Oh, frag right there.
That's another kill.
That, I even after, as long as this game came out, this was 3 days after it came out, but oh man, that frag, I remember that frag making me pretty upset, just because I was on a pretty good streak, and that just smacked me right in the face, like, no, you're not allowed to go on streaks with the knife. But, about to finish up the game. But, so, with my channel, I plan on doing a lot of releases on the new, like all the new games coming out. I plan on having footage 2 to 3 days when it comes out.
Job done.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a like, rate it, subscribe. Have a good day, guys.